At the beginning of the story, we see a pattern. A dragonfly is eaten by a lizard, the lizard is eaten by a creature that emerges from the sea, that creature is then eaten by a giant dragon-like dinosaur, and finally, even that dinosaur is devoured by a meg. After this, the story shifts to the present day. We meet Jonas, who is on a mission to collect evidence. He successfully gathers all the evidence and runs across shipping containers to the edge of a ship, from where he jumps straight into the ocean. The people on the ship assume he will die, but suddenly an aircraft arrives and rescues him. After landing at a distance, Jonas hands over the evidence drive to Mac, making their mission a success. The scene then shifts to a research center in China, where Juming successfully tests his exosuit. In the evening, a party is hosted by Driscoll to celebrate this success. Montez is present at the party, along with Jonas and Mac. Juming explains his vision to investors and also introduces Meg, which he has been raising since it was small. During the party, because of Mac's mischief, Jonas is forced to take selfies with people. The next morning, Maying wants to explore the deepest trench in the world, but Jonas refuses and agrees only to take her as far as Mana 1. At that moment, Regis informs them that Juming is experimenting on Meg. They rush to him and discover that the experiment has also been successful. Soon after, everyone prepares to head toward Mana 1. However, before they arrive, Meg escapes from captivity. Once they reach Mana 1, they descend into the ocean using 2 submersibles, guided by Mac's team from the control room. Halfway down, they discover that Maying has secretly come along with an exosuit, so they take her with them. Suddenly, Mana 1 warns them about a huge threat behind them. They descend faster and cross the thermocline, but the danger continues to follow. Now the situation becomes more dangerous because not only is there a threat behind them, but also multiple Megs ahead. To uncover the truth, they move forward. After some distance, they spot a Meg swimming among them, confirming their suspicions. Further ahead, they discover a seafloor station, and scans reveal a submarine on top of it. As they approach, Montez, who is working there, learns about their presence. To erase his illegal evidence, he triggers a massive explosion at the station. Many workers die, the seabed destabilizes, and a breach forms in the thermocline. Because of the explosion, Jonas's team gets separated and loses contact with Mana 1. Mac tries to prepare submarines for rescue but finds them all damaged. Jonas's submersible also stops working. With no other option, they decide to walk to the seafloor station. Mac informs them that their exosuits have only 2 hours of oxygen and the distance is about 3 kilometers. Despite this, Jonas pushes forward. Halfway through, they find Juming, and Maying is overjoyed. As they continue, one of their teammates is suddenly taken by a mysterious creature. Soon after, sniper fish attack them, but they scare them away using flares. However, this attracts a Meg. Just as they are about to reach the station, one of Jonas's teammates sacrifices herself to save the others. They manage to enter the station and reconnect with Mana 1. Jess guides them to an escape pod, but once they arrive, she traps them. It is revealed that Jess is the real traitor. Soon after, Driscoll also appears, shocking everyone. Jess begins flooding the room to kill them. Jonas escapes, encounters a shark, and then confronts Montez, eventually defeating him. He rescues his team, and they find one of Montez's submarines, though it is in poor condition. To distract the Megs, Juming turns on the station lights, drawing them away. They escape in the submarine, but Montez chases them in another sub. Meanwhile, at Mana 1, Mac and DJ discover the truth but are captured by Montez's men. Jonas and Juming arrive in time to rescue them. However, Jess now controls the control room. Montez arrives, kisses Jess, but at that moment, a Meg attacks and kills her instantly. Jonas's team escapes by boat, while Montez's men pursue them. Just as they are about to attack, a Meg swallows them whole, allowing Jonas's team to escape. Montez informs Driscoll that they have taken control of Mana 1, and she promises him a promotion instead of punishment. Meanwhile, the team realizes that the predators have moved toward an island, so they head there as well. On the way, a kraken devours one of their boats. When they reach the island, Montez and Driscoll are already there with their men. Suddenly, sniper fish attack everyone. Driscoll sends Montez back to the helicopter for safety. On the shore, Jonas's team moves people away from the water. Maying is sent to a lifeguard tower, while Jonas goes alone to fight the Meg. Driscoll eventually gets out of the helicopter but is killed by sniper fish. Juming and Mac search for materials to make a bomb and find a house. However, Montez's men also enter and capture them. Regis and DJ also arrive while escaping sniper fish. Using his intelligence, Juming opens the back door, letting sniper fish enter and attack the enemies, creating chaos. The team escapes, and an explosion occurs inside the house. Soon, they regain signal, and Juming asks Regis to call for help. They then move to secure a helicopter. After successfully taking off, they spot Maying below, facing a massive kraken. As they try to rescue her, the kraken grabs the helicopter. Seeing the situation worsen, Juming jumps with a bomb, and the helicopter crashes into the water. He manages to save Maying, but the kraken drags him underwater. He detonates the bomb, but it has no effect. Suddenly, a Meg appears and fights the kraken, eventually killing it. Juming escapes during the fight. Meanwhile, Mac is unconscious near the wreckage, and a Meg approaches him. Jonas distracts it by hitting the water with a helicopter blade. As the Meg attacks, Jonas thrusts the blade into its mouth, killing it. Just as they are about to escape, another Meg appears, but Juming recognizes it and controls it using his device. Finally, they swim to safety and reunite on the shore. Jonas is relieved to see Maying safe. The danger is finally over. They sit together, enjoying a moment of peace. Soon, a rescue helicopter arrives, and with hope for a new beginning, this thrilling story comes to an end.